All right, and we are back here on the GSMC Football Podcast. And for the final part of the show, we are going to get into discussing the late slate of games. We did talk about one of them earlier in the show. We talked about Packers, Lions, but let's take a look at some of the other games as well. And they're not really that easy to pick, to be honest. Some of them. Like you have the Cardinals and the Bears. Right now, the Cardinals are 1 point favorites at home. And the Bears have a good defense. The Bears have a good defense. I know Caleb Williams did not play well last week, but I think he'll play better in this game because I don't think the Cardinals' defense is that great. But I think this could be a good game. And, Kyler Murray's had a good year. James Conner's running the football well for them. DeAndre Swift on the other side, he's been running the football better for them, for the Bears in recent weeks. So this could definitely be a competitive game. I might lean towards the Cardinals. I actually wanted to check and see what the line opened up at. So actually, the Cardinals in my spread pool, they're only a half-point favorite, and I actually had the Bears. So I don't know. This game is like a coin flip. Like I don't really know because the Bears have a good defense. Their defense is good, and they should have won last week against the Commanders if it wasn't for that miraculous Hail Mary by Jaden Daniels. So I don't know. And you know what? The Cardinals, they have been playing good. They have won 3 of their last 4 games, but maybe they're due for a loss. So I might take the Bears in this spot. Then you got the Jaguars, the 2-6 Jaguars against the 5-2 Eagles. The Eagles are 7.5 point favorites at home. Have the Eagles started to find it? I keep saying that. But then again, I look at the last 3 opponents. You went up against a bad defense, although, Eagles defense, stepped up against Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense, held them down in the second half. But I mean, you beat them, you beat the Giants who aren't good offensively, you beat the Browns, and now you're playing Jacksonville, which you should win pretty easily. I don't know. The Eagles, I really don't know what to think of them right now. I don't think they're a bad team. I definitely do not think that. But I don't look at them as an elite team. I think Saquon Barkley has been awesome for them this year. That's the one thing that I could look at and say, confidently, that's their best player right now. Getting A.J. Brown back and Devontae Smith has been huge for this team, to get the passing game going. Because, I mean, if you look at the Buccaneers game, I did bring that up, I think, yesterday, or at least during the week. I don't even remember. But it was this week. They did lose that game to the Buccaneers, but they were without A.J. Brown, and I'm pretty sure Devontae Smith didn't even play in that game either. So, if you have your top 2 wideouts, maybe things are different. But listen, they're 5-2. They could be 6-1 had they beat the Falcons. So, but I like the Eagles in this spot. I think they should win. And, the defense, like I said, I think has been playing better, it seems. So, and the Jaguars are not very good. Now they lost Christian Kirk for the year. So that's another weapon that Trevor Lawrence doesn't have. So I like the Eagles in this spot. I think they win and cover, but it's gonna be tough. Then you got the Rams and the Seahawks. This is another toss up. The Rams, they looked a lot better, having their top 2 weapons back in Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. The Seahawks coming off of a blowout loss to the Bills at home. Puka Nacua actually tweaked his knee in practice, but they said it's not a big deal. But I don't know. It's kind of a big deal to me just because knee injury is what kept him out. So hopefully it's not serious. They said it's not, but that still worries me though. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. Actually, I wanted to look at the injury report because is DK Metcalf gonna play? Because they didn't have him last week. So I know I'm looking at the Rams right now. So DK Metcalf, he did not practice on Thursday. So, not looking great right now. If he doesn't play, I mean, they definitely missed him against the Bills. But I still ended up picking the Seahawks with the points against the Bills, which that was not a smart move by me. But, yeah, I like the Rams in this spot. I don't feel great about it. Again, I think it's another toss-up. I just think, with Sean McVay and, with the weapons being back and Stafford looking better, I think the Rams get it done, but it's not going to be an easy game. It's not. It's a divisional game. I think the Seahawks will definitely play better than they did last week, but it's going to be tough. And then this is a game I really don't know what to do. So it looks like Joe Flacco is starting, or Joe Flacco will be starting against the Vikings on Sunday for the Colts. They got Jonathan Taylor back for this game. The Colts are 5.5-point underdogs. Vikings have dropped their last 2 games, games that, they could have won. They could have won both of them, but they didn't, and it happens. I think the Vikings do get back on track and win this game. My thing is, do the Colts cover the 5.5? That is the question. And, when Joe Flacco plays, he's played really well. I know on the road against the Titans, he struggled a little bit, and the Titans don't have a bad defense, although got shredded by the Lions. That game was close. He struggled a little bit. The Vikings have a good defense. But unlike the Titans, the Vikings can put up points. And, if Flacco's struggling in this game, Colts got no shot. They got no shot. Because the Vikings, I think, if they go ahead, if they take a lead, I don't think the Colts are coming back. So it's really going to be up to, I think you got to establish a running game, Jonathan Taylor. And, he looked good last week, right? I think he scored a touchdown last week. So, actually, let's look at his stats from last week. Yeah, he had over 100 yards and a touchdown. He averaged 5.3 yards per carry. Yeah. So you got to rely on him in this game. Defensively, the Vikings, they're third at stopping the run. 83.9 yards per game they're giving up on average to running backs. However, both pass defenses have struggled, so that's where the Colts can exploit them. And they got the weapons for it. The weapons do with Alec Pierce and Josh Downs and Michael Pittman. They got good young weapons. So, if they could put up points, this could be a good game. I just worry about Flacco against that pass defense, because Brian Flores is going to bring it. And Flacco, we talked about Jared Goff a little bit earlier, about how he's more of like a traditional pocket passer. Joe Flacco's a statue. Joe Flacco's not moving out of the pocket. I remember there was a play last year with the Browns where he extended the play, but Joe Flacco, for the most part, Joe Flacco is a pocket passer. So if that's the case, the Vikings are going to bring the house and try to get to him. So it's going to be up to Flacco to get rid of the ball quickly, get it to his receivers. And like I said, try to establish a run. Try to establish the running game somehow here. Jonathan Taylor, when he's healthy, he's one of the better backs in the league. So we'll see. But Colts defense is not great, so I think Darnold and that offense will exploit that. So this could be a shootout. But I got some decisions to make on who I should pick, because it's a tough game to pick. It's a tough game. So, but just to kind of run through my picks collectively, all of them. So right now I got the Falcons, I got the Broncos with the points, but the Ravens win. Bills, the Saints, the Bengals, the Browns, the Commanders. I really don't know what to do with this game, but I might lean Patriots. Bears, I might take. Eagles, Packers, Rams, and then I might take the Colts with the points. I might do it. But I might lean towards the Vikings, because the Vikings are coming off of 2 straight losses. I mean, I don't think they're going to lose 3 games in a row. But 5.5 is a lot of points. So, but let me know what you guys think about those games. What are some of your picks for this weekend? Let me know in the comments. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the show for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to check out all the other shows. Give the other shows some love, like I always say. Enjoy your Friday. Hope everybody had a good Halloween. I'll be honest, I completely forgot that it was Halloween yesterday. Did not watch any kind of scary movies, nothing. I watched nothing. That's partly because I've been busy. Obviously coming back from the trip, and there were other things going on that I had to watch, like the World Series, but that's over now. And then last night, of course, was the football game. So yeah, just really didn't have a chance to watch anything this year. Didn't really get a lot of trick or treaters either. We used to, but I did bring this up. When I was younger, when myself and my siblings were younger, we were the trick or treaters. And you know, the kids that are on my block and around, they were all around our age or around, my siblings' age, whatever. Now it's like there's got maybe like two groups of trick or treaters, two or three groups. So now we got all this candy. So yeah, it's Halloween's not like it used to be. That's for sure, and that goes for a lot of things, really. But yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed that. However you did, hope everybody's doing well, and hope everybody enjoys their weekend. Hopefully, we have some good games. I think we definitely will. Good luck with fantasy and all that. And yeah, so yeah, as always, I'm your host, Kenneth Gruenfelder, signing off from the GSMC Football Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. Have a good day. Enjoy the weekend, and I will talk to you guys on Monday. Take care, and I will see you guys next time.